Going through a separation, man, it's one of the toughest things anyone can go through. It can really feel like you're walking through an emotional and financial minefield. But what if there was a better way? A more constructive, more compassionate, and yeah, a more affordable way to move forward. Today, we're going to dig into a community-led approach that's helping families do exactly that, find a better path. Let's kick things off by looking at the challenges so many of us know all too well.
So when a relationship ends, especially if you've got kids or property involved, you're not just at a crossroads. You're at a really painful and frankly confusing one. Let's get real about what that actually feels like.
If this is you right now, or maybe someone you care about, you know that the path forward can feel just incredibly tangled and overwhelming. And the decisions you're facing, about your kids, your home, your whole future, they just feel massive.
And for way too many people, the whole experience gets defined by these three things. Just this crushing stress that messes with your work, your health, legal costs that just spiral out of control and drain your savings, and this feeling of being stuck in a constant, exhausting conflict. It can feel like you're just completely losing control of your own life.
Okay, but what if there's another way? An alternative that's not designed to make the fight bigger, but to actually resolve it, with support and genuine understanding. Let's take a look at what that solution is.
It's called Family Mediation Solutions, or FMS for short. And what makes it so different is its whole approach. You know, this isn't some scary top-down legal process. It's a structured service rooted in the community, and it's all about empowering families from the ground up.
And that right there, that is the fundamental shift. Instead of handing over the biggest decisions of your life about your kids and your finances to lawyers and judges, mediation puts the power right back where it belongs, with you. So you're probably wondering, how does this all actually work? I get it, it might sound complicated, but FMS breaks it down into really clear, manageable steps.
All right, so for disagreements about the kids, it's a 5-step path. It all starts with both of you just agreeing to try. Simple as that. Then you each pull together your information and lay out where you stand. After that, you'll have mediation sessions with a neutral pro to help you talk through it all. From there, you work on negotiating an agreement, and the final step is to certify it, which really just means you have the option to make it legally binding if you want to. See? It's a clear roadmap from conflict to resolution.
Now, the process for dividing property, it's just as structured. It follows a pretty similar path, but with one absolutely crucial early step: full, transparent financial disclosure from both sides. And this is so important because it makes sure everyone is on the same page, working from the same set of facts. It builds a foundation of trust before you even start negotiating.
And what's great is that the process is also super flexible. You know, if you feel you can communicate directly, joint sessions work great. But if things are just too tense, or maybe even unsafe, there's something called shuttle mediation. That's where the mediator acts like a bridge, speaking to each of you privately and relaying information. It just ensures there's a productive space for everyone.
Okay, so we've seen how it works, but what really makes this different from the old school, often combative, court route? Well, the answer really comes down to three big things: the cost, the control, and the core philosophy behind it all.
First, let's just talk about the money, the elephant in the room. If you hire lawyers to negotiate for you, you're looking at a staggering $300 to $500 per hour, sometimes even more. And every single hour that clock ticks, that bill just gets bigger and bigger. Okay, now look at this. Because of community grants, the FMS fee is a flat $720, and that's for up to 10 hours of comprehensive support. That's a tiny fraction of what a single day with lawyers could cost you. The difference isn't just big, it's absolutely life-changing. And this chart just lays it all out, doesn't it? I mean, look at that difference. On one side, you've got the unpredictable, often sky-high cost of a legal battle, and on the other, the low, fixed, predictable fee from FMS. This is the difference between draining your family's resources on conflict and actually preserving them for your future.
Let's break this down even further, side by side. With mediation, the parents have control. In court, a judge decides for you. Mediation is low cost and fixed. Court is super expensive and unpredictable. Mediation is completely private and confidential. Court stuff is often public record. And the outcome? In mediation, it's a collaborative agreement that you create versus a court order that's just imposed on you.
But listen, this is about so much more than just saving money. The FMS mediators, a lot of them have actually been through separation themselves. They get it. They bring that lived experience to the table. This service is rooted in community and family values,
and it's all about creating a safe, supportive space that focuses on building bridges, not burning them.
So yeah, the process, the cost savings, that's all great on paper. But the true measure of whether this works, well, that's in the lives it changes. So let's hear from some parents who have actually been through it.
Take Reagan's story. After 6 exhausting years trapped in the court system, he felt like he was losing who he was. He said the support from his mediator was, and I quote, "an act that restored my faith in myself." Wow. I mean, that goes so much deeper than just a legal outcome.
Or think about Rebecca. Through mediation, she found a way to start repairing relationships and build a real co-parenting plan. She got to a detailed agreement and is now getting out of the court system entirely. This is a real exit ramp from that endless cycle of conflict.
And John's story is so important because it shows that even if you don't agree on every single thing, the process itself is incredibly valuable. He gained real clarity on his ex-partner's concerns in a safe space, something he said was way better than sitting in a room with lawyers, just worrying that every word could be used against him.
You see the common thread in all these stories, right? It's this powerful theme of taking back control, of finding your voice again, and being able to shape a better future, even when you're in the middle of a really tough time.
And that's really the heart of it all. The goal isn't always some perfect resolution on every single point. It's about making progress. It's about narrowing down the issues, getting clear on what actually matters most, and leaving you feeling empowered and in charge of what comes next.
And you might be thinking, how do I even start this without causing another argument? Well, they've made getting started as low conflict as possible. You just register online. That's it. A neutral, automated invitation is then sent to your former partner. It's a really simple, non-confrontational way to just open the door to a different conversation. So, when it all comes down to it, you're facing a choice. The path of fighting it out in court is always there, but it comes with huge costs, both financially and emotionally. The alternative, though, offers a real chance to get through this difficult time with more control, more compassion, and a lot more cooperation. The choice is yours.